Well, hello and welcome to another stay-at-home video with Ernest. Staying at home like this thinks you brings you some memories of stuff that you did in the past. That there's nothing earth-shattering. I was just thinking about my first Beatle band, and I remember the fact that unlike most tribute bands that were around at the time, we did play a lot of the post Beatles songs that we would play from Paul McCartney. We would play My Love. We would play Hi Hi Hi. From Ringo, we would do Photograph. We would do It Don't Come Easy. And this is something that was like the differential between us and there was another Beatle band. Fortaleza is it's not a city that has a lot of tribute, had at least in my time there, a lot of tribute bands. And so there was this other band called Caco de Vidro, which means a piece of glass, a piece of broken glass. And they did not only do Beatles stuff; they did a lot of like Led Zeppelin, and they did a lot of Deep Purple. But they would have these dedicated Beatles nights, right? But we didn't really compete with each other much because we just operated in different parts of town. Because we took the most of the Praia de Iracema, the nightlife district, and we also did a lot of shows in the more upscale areas of the city, uh, while Caco de Vidro did the college circuit. So they were like the big Beatles tribute college band. They played all the college stages. We couldn't touch those areas because they were theirs basically. So they would play at this place where I really wanted to play, and we never got to play there. It was this little bar that belonged to the college because it was a college student bar, and I got to play there once solo with my own thing, but not with the Beatle thing. That was like closed doors right there. And but there was this one time though that our drummer Hagis he had a problem with his hand, we had a gig and he couldn't play, he just couldn't play. So I reached out to the drummer of Caco de Vidro, and he came and rehearsed with us, and last minute he just dropped, and so Hagis had to play with like one hand. He was like playing with one hand and using his other hand just like hit some cymbals every now and then because he had a cast on his hand. And on get backs, he would actually put the drumstick inside his cast and just you know. And that night was fun because the guys from Caco de Vidro came to see their guy playing with us, and the guy didn't show up. So they stayed there, and later they sat in with us and they played a couple of songs as well. It was a lot of fun. So we had a good relationship with them until there was this big Lennon tribute night at this big club, and we were the headliners, and our band was the headliners, and they were supposed to come in and do 45 minutes. They came in and they just wouldn't leave the stage, and our manager at the time said, don't bother. If they don't get off the stage until this time, until you go in there, play 3 songs, and play your allotted time and leave, and you get paid anyway. So that's exactly what we did. We went on stage. We had 20 minutes left of our time. We played 20 minutes and got paid full thing. But as a consequence, there was some bad blood between the two bands after that. Basically, it was not even them. It was their manager, who was this radio guy, Nelson Augusto. He's probably still around, and in Fortaleza. And he just hated us for whatever reason. And he did everything to pretty much jeopardize us. But again, we played different areas of town, and so it didn't really matter for the longest time until they started insulting us on the radio. But that's another story. So the song I'm going to play today is not from the Beatles. It's actually from Ringo, one of the Beatles, but post Beatles. It's called the No No song. And it's a fun song because it talks about a guy who basically quit drinking, quit smoking, while people keep offering it to him. But the funny thing is, when he recorded the No No song, he was drunk because he was an addict. I mean, he is an addict according to a few, and he's been sober for like I don't know 30 years. But at the time he did the song that he doesn't drink anymore, he was still drinking. But it's a fun song by Hoyt Axton, and here we go. held out some marijuana. She said it was the best in all the land. She said, no, 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 I don't smoke it no more. I tried making up on the floor. No, thank you, please, it only makes me sneeze, and then it makes it hard to find the door. A lady that I know just came from Mallorca, Spain. She smiled because I did not understand. Then she held out a 10-pound bag of cocaine. She said it was the best in all the land. I said, no, 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 I don't no more. I tried to make it on the floor. No, thank you, please, it only makes me sneeze, and then it makes it hard to find the door. A lady that I know just came from Tennessee, ho. She smiled because I did not understand. Then she held up the moonshine whiskey, oh. She said it was the best in all the land. And I said, no, 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 I don't drink it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please, it only makes me sneeze, and then it makes it hard to find the door. And I said, no, 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 I can't take it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please, it only makes me sneeze, and then it makes it hard to find the door. And that's it. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Drop a like. If you're watching on Facebook, drop a comment, whatever. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.